Welcome back. Most Irish parents would agree that there are fewer things more important than their kids' health. That's why it's essential to feed them healthy meals, nutritious after-school snacks, and of course, encourage them to play outside.
Yes, and while exploring the outdoors is a great form of physical activity, there are also fun exercises for kids that boast a variety of health benefits. Sharon Flanagan, founder of Fitness for Kids, joins us along with two little helpers, Connor and Grace, this morning. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning.
Morning, Sharon. Welcome.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your business. Tell us about Fitness for Kids and when it all started.
So Fitness for Kids is like my baby. I started it 4 years ago after minding kids and always having an interest in fitness. So I decided to just put the two of them together and come up with like classes, camps and parties that all kids could do, but it gets them moving, gets them exercising and just having fun, just being kids.
And I suppose now more than ever, with screen time so prevalent in many households, getting them off the tablets and then out into the garden. And if there are days like today and you don't have the option of getting out into the sunshine, you need to at least get them moving at home, indoors.
Exactly. And it's like there's so many simple ways. You don't need equipment. They can just do things that we all did ourselves, like when we were young. So it's just about kind of giving them ideas, getting them to do it, and just getting them to start like exercising in simple ways, because it doesn't need to be hard.
Of course, but they do need a little bit of guidance. I'm watching these guys jumping over each other, which looks like my sitting room on an average day.
You're doing something right then.
Some guidance is required, and that's of course where the camps and the classes come in.
Yeah, and then now I have programs coming that there'll be programs for parents that they can do exercise workouts at home, and then preschools can get them, and they can do like in big, large settings or after schools, and schools can get them as well. So it's kind of like fitness for everybody, really.
Yeah. Which is actually a great solution, because I often thought I'd go to the gym if the kids weren't here. If you could do exercise with the children in a class. So you have classes like that.
Yeah, so they're starting, the programs are going to be launching in September. So it's just going to be about anybody can access them, and it's just exercise with the kids, and the kids can show you a thing or two, I'm sure.
The children love the exercises and the classes.
They love it. Like I find out that they're like all my best friends, and sometimes they don't even think that I'm like the coach. They're like, do you want to come and play? Because
you're just their buddy.
Yeah. And I think that's so important, because if they don't enjoy it, they're not going to want to do it. So our little motto is like from baby steps to giant leaps. So starting at the very beginning and then progressing to whatever giant leaps means to the individual, you know, it's so important. And just have fun.
Have fun, exactly.
The main aim.
For viewers tuning in this morning, Sharon, you do this all over the country?
Just Dublin and Meath at the moment.
Dublin and Meath, okay.
Yeah.
And you're hoping to roll it out, I'm sure, countrywide.
Yeah. And then the programmes are for everybody, so they're online, so they're for everybody.
Well, we're going to give our viewers some tips this morning, what you can do with your children at home, and you have Connor and Grace here, so you're going to take us through some simple exercises.
Yeah, so first they're going to show you the leapfrog. Okay, so this is a game that everybody knows. So they bend down and one person jumps over and then tucks down, and then they go. So this can be done indoors, outdoors. You don't even have to have a friend. You can do this with a cuddly toy. You can put a mark on the floor outside, or with chalk. With your mum, that's it. And it's just jumping. So it's really good for their gross motor skills, their coordination and agility, getting them to move.
Get up.
Get up, come on.
Just feels like being at home.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's just a good, fun one to do. And it can be done in large groups as well, that can be made into like a little competition.
It's a good idea for parties as well, isn't it, to know these little tricks?
That's it, yeah. So number 2 then is the ladder crawl. So we like to call this like a spider crawl in our class. So we use our imagination. It doesn't have to be a spider, it can be anything. And we call the ladder our web, and then we climb up. So sometimes Grace might do the easier one, putting her feet on the inside up the ladder. Do you want to try it? And then Connor will show the feet on the outside, hands on the ground.
Okay.
And this one's really good. Excellent.
Very
good. Good girl.
And Grace does the inside.
So she's going to do the inside. And then Connor can even show the next one, so the sideways one. So you can put your hands in. That's it, and go sideways. And Grace is well able to do this one as well, aren't you?
So what age are Connor and Grace?
So they're 7 and 4, almost 5.
And they're the ideal ages, are they?
Yeah, so in my classes they can start from 3.
Okay.
So yeah, as young as 3, and then I go to play schools they're even younger than that.
Brilliant.
So yeah, it's fun. This one's a great one for all their arm muscles, their leg muscles, their core muscles, you know, it's just...
So they are getting a little bit of a workout to make their bones strong and healthy, even though they don't realise it.
Exactly. And
so what's the next exercise?
The next exercise is star jumps. So this one, you can start with jumping jacks, and then we can build to star jumps. Do you want to show?
Woo!
Oh,
one
that's very tough to do.
Yeah,
well
very
done.
good. So this is like an explosive motion, you know, so it gets them moving, but also brings the heart rate up, brings the breathing up, and it's a little bit more challenging for them.
Yeah.
So this is a good one. And they can reach out as far as they can and reach down in one little motion. Isn't that right?
How many children would you have in a class typically, Sharon?
So I tend to keep classes quite small. I
Yeah.
don't like lots of children because then they don't get the attention that they need.
Yes.
So I, on average, around 10.
Okay.
No more than that.
I'm imagining a classroom of noisy, clappy,
Racing around the
jumpy,
place.
Yeah.
Whereas it's funny, I'm like, the more the merrier, you know,
Yeah.
all the kids the better. But my camps are busier than that, but then there's helpers with me and things
Of
like
course.
that. Yeah.
Sharon, you've got cones here. If we don't have something like this at home, just any sort of kitchen
Yeah.
products, I suppose we could throw on the ground.
So even if they were doing it outside, if you have chalk, draw a line.
Right.
If you have tape or funny colour tape or something that's not going to damage your floors, you can just put that down. Or they could even put a line of like Lego pieces or
Yes,
anything.
paper
it's,
plates.
That's
something
it.
like
you know,
that.
something that they're not going to hurt themselves with, but it marks out an area for them to do.
You've another exercise for us
Yeah,
now.
so the cone one is the next one. So we could do a whole class with just cones. And then, like, there's so many different things.
They love it,
Grace
do
will
they?
do this one. So, like, jumping is one of those weight-bearing activities that creates bone density. So it's really good for their bones. Kind of doing side-to-side motion. So that's, like, the locomotor skills. And they're, like, the building blocks for, like, foundational skills when they're older. So they can do loads of things. We can even crawl up the cones. We can jump. There's so many things you can do with the cones.
There's one more, rabbit
Yes.
hole. What's the rabbit hole,
So the
guys?
last one is the rabbit hole. So we'll just move them out of the way. So I create the rabbit hole. They jump in, they use both legs, and then they have to maneuver their whole body to get out through it. And then you can make it easier by bringing it down lower and up higher for them to escape, or you can make it harder. We'll try a harder one. Good girl, that's it. All the way out. Good girl. Come on, Connor. That's it.
So it's a little bit challenging as well. And
Yeah.
presumably as the kids attend the classes, they get better and better and more
That's
confident.
it, yeah. We follow a programme and then they have a few different things that they do over the month, and then it just builds up and they are able to do more things
Connor,
every
come
week.
over to me here. Come over to me here, Grace. What do you love most about the class? Turn around here to us so we can have a look at you.
Turn around that way.
In here, yeah, good
Come on
man.
over here, Grace.
I like running about.
Turn
and
around.
I
Around
like
this way, look. They don't want to see your back. They want to see your lovely face, don't they?
I like running about and I like jumping and all.
I guessed you did. And what about you, Grace?
I like jumping and I like running around.
Jumping and running around. And do you have friends there? Good boy. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
And what's the best thing about it? Do you feel good afterwards? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Grace.
you, Connor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, they're
Yeah.
perfect
Earn the
ambassadors.
That's it. They're the best helpers, aren't
Well
you?
done, guys. They're exhausted. You did a proper workout there, didn't you? And continued success to you,
Thank
Sharon.
you very
Thank you very
much.
much
Thanks
for joining us.
Thank you
this
very
morning.
much.
Well done,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.